Hello chickpeas! So this is actually the second time I'm filming this video because I went into a huge rant, so I need to control myself this time. So start it all off, you might have seen on my Instagram that I put some questions up, a poll thing, and the first question was, when you think about getting a personal trainer or having a personal trainer, does it make you nervous? And 67% of people came back and said yes. And then I asked people who said no, have you had personal training before? And then 62% of people said yes. So I did some math, and out of all of the people who replied to the poll, it was 88% of people either felt nervous or had personal training before. So that means only 12% of people didn't feel nervous who hadn't had personal training. So this video was kind of going to be I call myself a coach, but I think I'm going to go off that a little bit and leave that to the end, and I'm going to talk about this a bit more because I found it not upsetting, but kind of a shock at how many people said they were nervous. I kind of expected it to go that way, but I didn't expect it to be as big of a landslide, if you like. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So the first thing I think I'm going to say is I 100% understand why you would be nervous. I mean, why wouldn't you be? You're paying someone to just judge you. Like, that's essentially what it is. Someone's judging your body and like looking at your body to try and change that. So of course you're gonna feel nervous, like of course you're gonna, and you don't need to feel bad about feeling nervous for that. But I want to try and change a little bit. So if you're watching, hopefully by the end you won't feel as nervous. So I think as well, I think people feel like that obviously we as coaches and personal trainers, we are there, and it sounds pretty bad and I hope it doesn't put anyone off, but we are there to look at your body and to only when we're like asked to, but we are there to look at your body and tell you whether you're making progress or not. I mean, that's the way some people do it. Obviously some people do it purely off weight, but I like to look at like body composition and stuff. So we are going to judge your body, but I think that some people get nervous because they're worried that people are going to judge their body in an unfair way. So people like saying like people are gonna, I think people think that we're gonna look at your body and go, you're not in good shape. And I'm gonna be completely honest here, and this is where I went into kind of the rant before, but there are personal trainers and coaches that are out there that are gonna do that, unfortunately. I've met quite a few, unfortunately, but there are going to be people who look at you and be like, nah. But that is not part of our job at all. Not all, no personal trainers should do that. But unfortunately there are some, but that is not what they are meant to be doing at all. So if you feel like someone is doing that to you, or you feel like someone is slyly behind your back doing that to you, run a fucking mile. do not put up with it, because that is not, it's not what we are there for at all. So just leave if they're making you feel shit. I feel like I kept that right under control. I'm quite pleased. I also think as well, if you do see that happening with somebody else, tell them, because if it never gets spoke about, it'll never get stopped. So big advocate for if you see something happening you're not happy about, raise hell. Do it. Make that person understand that what they're doing is not right and why it's not right. If you have the confidence, obviously, because that requires a lot of confidence, but I think if everybody did it, the world would be a better place. I think a lot of people are I think there's a lot of bystanders, and that's why shit still happens, but yeah, there we go. There's another rant. So, 6 minutes, that was alright. Now I'm gonna go into the coaching side and why I call myself a coach and not a personal trainer anymore. So I mean, I think the obvious one is that I don't do in-person personal training anymore. That was the main reason I changed originally, because I don't do personal training anymore. But that isn't the only reason. So I want to talk about a little bit about what I thought a PT was before I became a PT and before I became part of the industry. I thought personal trainers were the fittest people in the world, and I think a lot of people think that, but they are not by 100%. I think personal trainers as a whole are fitter than the average individual, and I think that can be because we have to teach classes. Like I taught, oh god, I can't even remember. I think I taught at least 6 classes a week. So we've got to teach classes, so we're going to be fitter from that because we're going to be doing more classes than the average citizen, the average person. I also think because we have the knowledge of things happening, we have the knowledge of what not to do with the bodies, we can incorporate that a bit more. But yeah, we're not the fittest. I mean, you've seen my Instagram. I don't have massive muscles or anything like that, so we're not the fittest. I also thought that personal trainers were just there to shout at people in the gym, that there was no kind of friendship or personal relationship between a client and a PT. It was literally just, you go there if you want more motivation in the gym. But when I started working, I think I realised how much of this wasn't true. Personally, I think it is impossible to do personal training and coaching without building friendships. I think it's part of the process because people are going to use you as a PT and a coach as, not everyone will do it, but as someone to vent to, because if you're an in-person personal trainer, you see that person 2 to 3 times a week, every single week. So I mean, of course you're going to vent to them. Like, they're going to be someone in your life that you're with for an hour or an hour and a half or whatever that you have time to talk to. So people are going to talk to you and you are going to feel like you have a friendship with that person. So I think that was something I was really wrong about. I think personal trainers don't get enough. I don't think people realise how much they do, because people, I got told this when I was doing my training, but personal trainers kind of become like life coaches. And I know that's a bold statement to say, but it's true, because people do talk to you about everything. Personally, I think that's fine, and I think you really make a difference to people's lives that way, because you're becoming a friend to them and they know that they're comfortable with you, and that's how you can kind of make a change in their life rather than just being really impersonal and not talking to them. So yeah. But in terms of the coaching thing, I don't think it was until I started to call myself a coach that I realised how much I wanted to call myself a coach and what the difference was. I realised, because I wasn't in a gym anymore, that I wasn't just there for people in the gym. Because in the gym it was very much, I thought then, if I didn't have people coming to me in the gym, I didn't have any clients. But I've realised that now, that they don't have to go to the gym to still be a client, and I can still call myself a coach and be doing a job to them and a service to them if they aren't in the gym. So I think that's when I had my epiphany. And now that I call myself a coach rather than a PT, I think I've changed my aims quite a lot compared to when I was a PT. Obviously the main one is still a physical transformation, like you're coming to me to lose weight or build muscle or feel better about your body, but now I think I focus more on mental as well and outlook as well. So I hope to change your outlook on the gym, the nutrition, incorporating things in your life, that kind of thing. And I think I can say that when people have had some coaching with me, it's not just all about the gym that it's changed themselves with, because it does have like a domino effect onto your life as well. So yeah, I think that's more of a coaching thing. And surrounding that as well, I won't force anyone to do anything they don't want to do, like at all. If they don't want to go to the gym, you don't have to go to the gym. I'm not going to force you to go to the gym. Because I don't have to make you go to the gym to help you see results still. And I mean, obviously it would be beneficial and it would be very helpful, but you don't have to, and I'm never going to force you to do that. And that goes the same with anything. I wouldn't have done it in the gym when I was a personal trainer, but I think I was focused more on people need to come to the gym for me to do my job. But I've realised they don't have to go to the gym and it can still be my job. So yeah. The final thing as well is, I think I did this already in the gym, but I do this more, or I see the importance of it more, and I see this more as a coaching thing, is help people learn, or I want to help people learn. Whether they do or not, it's probably a different thing, but never mind. I want you to come away knowing why we've done something, and to understand why we've done it and all that kind of stuff. So when you don't have me anymore, you can do it yourself. And I mean, that's what I'm there for, to help you be able to do what I do. Because otherwise, I mean, obviously that could get me out of a job, because you could end up learning more than me, but I don't care. If I've helped you make a change for life rather than just the, I don't know, year you're with me, I literally couldn't care less. Go, do it. Be better than me. Make that your aim, because I'd rather that 100% than having money coming in for a year. I mean, that's what my aim is, and I'd rather that. So yeah, that was my final thing. So I think the main, if I can sum it all up, personal trainer I see very gym thingy, but online coach I see as incorporate life and change stuff in life, not just at the gym. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't go into a rant. In the last one I filmed, I went into kind of a fitness industry rant and how much dicks people can be, but I didn't. If you're interested in that, let me know and I'll happily do one, because I think the fitness industry is a bit toxic at the minute, but never mind. So that's it. Thank you for watching so much, because I feel like this could have been quite boring, but thank you so much, and let me know what you want me to do next. Okay, see you later, chickpeas. Bye.